Right, you ready then?
Ready, darling?
Okay, darling. Well, it's certainly a beautiful day, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
Like I say, we won't be here in a month's time, will we? So, it's a shame in some ways. Got a nice. Are you right? What have you done, darling?
Talking to my son.
You've done what?
Talking to my son.
You're a disaster, you are at times, darling. You know that, don't you? Right. Birds singing. Birds singing. Sun out. Wife wincing with pain. It's almost a perfect morning, isn't it, darling?
I can't stop fun and engaged that time.
Yeah, that's right then. That's what you need, isn't it? Anyway. Right. Anyway, we're just off to West Cowes. We're going to nip over the floating bridge, and we're going to get some rolls and possibly some liver for later tonight, as liver is one of our favourite meals. Like I say, in about is it 22nd of May, June? Isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Well, in exactly 28 days, 4 weeks' time, we'll be moving into our new place down in Harbour Road. We've got quite a bit of busy time, haven't we? Because I've got a little bit of work. You're working, and I've got to go and pack everything up and get everything sorted, and phone BT and all the utilities, and get all our dresses changed.
Which we'll be doing today.
Yeah, which I'll be doing later. So a bit of a nuisance, but there you go. That's life. I mean, we'll be sorry to leave in some ways, won't it? Because it is nice where we are, but it'll be cheaper where we are, and it's much more up together, isn't it? And it's probably handier for you where it's closer sort of up to Waitrose as well, and closer to West Cowes. But there you go. Just coming down to the floating bridge.
Oh, I must eat my cream egg today.
A hammerhead crane in the distance.
Pardon?
A hammerhead crane in the distance. They're hoping to preserve that. It's funny actually, because probably at one time it probably would have been seen as an eyesore, yet now it's seen as part of our heritage, really, isn't it?
I do see it as an eyesore.
I like it. I like it. It's iconic. Is that the right word? Iconic.
An eyesore?
An iconic eyesore then. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
There's a new term. That's typical. Floating bridge over the other side of the river. Still got sandbags out from the flooding, haven't they?
Yeah.
Low tide then, Jay.
That's true. Really loud, isn't it, really?
There's always a lot of activity, isn't there, down there?
Yeah. They should try and get across the houses.
Oh, so what's that say out there then? Thomas Arnold, DD, headmaster of rugby school, 1828 to 1842, was born in this house on 13th of June, 1795. So, oh look, a little bit of history there. There we go, let's food up about it when we get back. And then it's one of these shops. It was a piece of Finch, whatever, in that film, Something to Hide. It came out one of these. I'm sure you saw beacons, but I'm not certain which one. We'll have to get back and have a look at the film again, won't we?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty certain that it was beacons that you see when he comes out of the sewing shop or whatever it was, isn't it?
I don't remember.
That was it. So that's Beacon of Cans. I'm sure that's the shop that we saw in the film, but we'll have to check that when we come back, won't we, Jo?
Yeah.
There's my favourite building, that Jolliffe building. It's one of my favourite in Cowes. It's just got so much character, hasn't it?
Slightly different.
You're not impressed, are you? You're not convinced.
I don't know if I like it or not, really.
I do. I think it's got character.
I don't not like it, but I just don't know.
Yeah, no, I do like it. I think it's got all character. We have to come across Cowes when we have some money. Mind you, how many times we said that, when we have some money. And we'll try some of these restaurants along here. That Italian restaurant might be worth
Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
worth a go, mightn't it?
Yeah.
I think so. See, that's the Jolliffe building. I just think it's got so much character. We'll have to have a coffee in there, but we're a little bit cash strapped at the moment. We can't really afford it, can we? Right then, onward and upward. Onward and downward might be the word, right? There's quite a few people around, isn't there?
That's sad, isn't it?
Not everybody goes to Newport on a Saturday, do they?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people. There was it was wild out getting into Newport yesterday.
I
wasn't
bet,
it?
yeah. I bet.
The ended to get 3 o'clock in Bridge and into the bus station.
Got a nice atmosphere in here, isn't it, I think?
It's better when it's not flooded.
Yeah. Oh, we had a nice time. We went to Saffron's, didn't we?
Yeah,
And we'll have to try the Bahar again, because I quite like that. I thought that was alright in there, didn't
I
you?
think all the curry tastes over here, right?
Yeah.
The ones with beef. I always go to taste like teeth and sour.
Yeah.
Actually, I nearly had that last night, because they did have it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but I thought it would probably be the same in a normal restaurant.
Yeah. I like tikka masala, but it's not my favourite.
Oh, I love it.
I think Danzak, probably.
Tikka masala is definitely my favourite.
I like Danzak.
I've never tried that before.
Cows and not, isn't it? Yeah. Got you?
Andy Cross.
Certainly would be, wouldn't it? Right. I'll go and get my rolls now, if we're not too late, Joe. Go and see. Do you fancy some pig liver for tonight?
Yeah.
Yep, pig liver. And should we get, they got one, chicken breast and have a curry tomorrow evening?
Sounds good to me.
Right, John? Right, let's come into Hamilton's. See what they got. They're quite busy now, aren't they? Near them, do you reckon, then when we get home? I'll do those bits. I'll phone BT and do that. And
I think I might watch Eastern.
yeah, why not? We've got some chores and everything to do in the morning, haven't we? Clean the bathroom
I
and
need to
stuff.
do washing.
Yeah. That'll be alright. Yeah, let's just have a quiet afternoon.
I can do late nights and drink
I don't think
anymore.
so, nah. I think, yeah, but you didn't drink much, Joe, did you, dear? You weren't drunk or anything, were you?
No, well, my head battered, just battered a little bit when I left.
I think,
Not long. That's nothing.
I think I
compared
do.
to
I think I do need early nights, not to overdo it. That's my thing. I'm getting old, you know. I am getting old, aren't I?
Yeah, we all.
You know. But I think if you can do stuff within your capabilities and in limits, you'll be all right. I think you'll enjoy that. Right, ready for the floating bridge now then? We're overpopulated, aren't we, Drew? That's the thing. So there's not enough housing, so they can
Charge what they like.
they ratchet up the rents and stuff like that, isn't it?
It's all good.
I mean, the Labour government, I mean, it's all very well bloody meddling in all these bloody foreign countries and talking big and talking tough, but at the end of the day, they've bloody failed us on housing, haven't they?
Yeah, but then Conservatives don't exactly do anything to right any of it either.
Well, no, they haven't, but Labour were there. They were sort of like the party of, you know, doing things for the people who haven't got quite got so much in life, and they failed lamentably on housing. They've done nothing, have they really?
But yeah, but they're not much of a Labour were. They're worse than usual.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think there's one of the things I've noticed is that you get these sort of like great movements, stuff, and then they become an end in themselves. And the aims and the goals that they've got, they still sort of like pay lip service to them. But underneath, it's all about preserving the organisation and the careers and egos of the, you know, the people in it. Really, that's the problem.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
But there you go. Like I say, in life, as long as you've got enough money to get by in life, then you haven't done too bad. But like I say,
yeah, that's becoming harder and harder. They should have that.
well, it is. But the problem of renting is that, unlike a mortgage, which does gradually go down and get paid off, you'll never build. So you'll never get on top of it because rents will rise. You know.
Yeah. That's what Joyce was saying last night. Stayed where they were, because they were living in London. But her husband lost his job and they moved down here. But she said if they stayed there, her mortgage would have been nearly paid off now.
Yeah, well, I presume she's got a mortgage now, has she?
Yeah, but only on quite small flats. It's all they can afford.
Yeah. Sit in the sun, are you, Ju?
Yeah.
And why not? You alright, my darling?
Okay.
We're having a good day, aren't we, Ju?
Yes,
Your feet aching there, Ju. I'm not really, I don't believe in matchmaking. I mean, if people get on, they get on, that's that. I wouldn't, all of my matchmaking efforts have been in vain.
well, mine don't really very successful.
Yeah, it's probably just best to let people get on with it, I reckon. Well, you can introduce people, but don't matchmake, you know. Just say, oh yeah, maybe they're, bring them along, if they get on, they get on, and that's that, and then leave it at that. Oh?
That's if you just accidentally invite them both out to dinner at the same time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there you go then.
Nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't go any further than that though. Right, we're walking up the hill now. On the way home. Ju's going to have a hot sausage roll. And I'm going to have a cheese and tomato roll. We're living life to the full. And don't you agree that this hill seems to be getting steeper and longer, Ju?
Yes.
It does, doesn't it?